why should you actually listen to me? I have built multiple YouTube channels. I became a part of the Amazon influencer program because of the amount of traffic that I was sending over to Amazon with my Amazon affiliate links. And then as I was building a business around computers, what happened is the companies that are selling things on Amazon started reaching out to me. And because of the amount of value that I was providing to those companies, actually building the computers, not just unboxing the parts or showing people the parts on Amazon, they saw the amount of value that I was providing to them. And because of the amount of value that I was providing to them, they were sending me parts for free, which was free income on top of the computers that I was already building. So this is kind of the system in short for those of you that want a very quick summary as we go through this course here. First, I built an audience on YouTube. Second, I started a PC business building computers and leveraging YouTube to sell these computers because it is easier to get eyeballs on YouTube than it is to take an advertisement, which you pay for, run the advertisement, again, which you pay for. 90% of the people that see your advertisement aren't going to click the advertisement, and then another 90% that click your advertisement aren't going to buy it. So in simple terms, the reason I started a YouTube channel and then connected the PC business to it is because the people that are watching your content on YouTube, they chose to watch that video. And if they see that you're building computers, I'm just using this as an example. This applies across the board to any business. It doesn't just apply to PC stuff. It's just what I've done. So I'm going to use that as an example. And it was just easier to sell. And because of that, and me including my Amazon affiliate links in the description and sending traffic over to Amazon, and then on top of me making like top 5 and top 10 pre-built gaming PC videos, you can kind of see the cycle and why the amount of traffic that I was sending over to Amazon and why they invited me into the Amazon influencer program, which then I started reviewing each and every single part inside of each and every single computer that I was building, which I earned commissions from. And then Amazon sent me an email, which I didn't know about. They have 2 5% cashback credit cards. They have the Chase Prime credit card, and then they also have the American Express credit card. And these earn you 5% cash back off of anything that you buy on Amazon. And while Amazon does have some prices that may be a little bit more expensive, the customers do not care about this if you can show them the value that you're providing. So when you buy parts for your business, for me, it was all computer parts. There's 10 parts in every single computer. I would add all 10 of those parts in my cart on Amazon. I would take a screenshot with, it's like Windows Shift S. It'll pop up a little snapshot screenshot to show you the final cost of everything. I did that because when people are seeing my listings or they're watching my videos, they see the price and then they see, oh, he's really only charging for the cost of parts. And this was my offer so good, it was impossible to say no to. And this is the flywheel. So let's get into this course so that you can understand why I just barely said all of that stuff. Part 1, you need to build the machine platform by platform. YouTube is your proof. This is how you document your journey and get into the personal branding, which is another blueprint course that we're going to be going over. But you need to document all of this stuff, because if people don't know who you are, if people don't know what you have done, and it is just you speaking, there's not going to be any money for you in the personal branding. And that is the end game. But in order to get to the end game, you need to start. So if you already have a business, if you already have talent, if you already have skills, and if you have already documented all of it, then you can already go into personal branding. I don't blame you for not trusting the $5,000 online guru nonsense. That is why I price these blueprints low enough to help you, but not so cheap that you just simply ignore them. I'm doing the exact same thing that I did with the PC business. Real value with an offer so good it's impossible to say no to. If you're ready to build real freedom and sick of being poor, these are where you start. No fluff, no excuses, just actual systems that work, and will make your money back in a matter of a few hours. So if you like the format and how I go about explaining things and want to do this, the link to the Creator Blueprints website will be down in the description below. So each upload is proof of this. So the Amazon influencer and affiliate programs, this is extremely passive. This is very passive income. I have not uploaded to the Amazon influencer program much within the past 6 months. And the reason that I haven't been uploading to Amazon much in the past 6 months is because I've been working on the courses, I've been working on the blueprints, and I've been structuring my business, which I'm hoping you're writing these insights and ideas down, which I told you to do, because these are very important, man. Okay. And the reason that I've been structuring my business and doing all of this stuff is because I want everything that I'm teaching people to be helpful. So this right here is the Amazon influencer program, but people, they don't use this properly. The way that I use this is I didn't take my YouTube channel and just simply send traffic over to Amazon by putting lists together for them. I did do this. And yes, I'm still earning commissions off of affiliate links, but that isn't where the money comes into play. Because I was building computers and because I was reviewing each and every single part inside of these computers, when you're browsing Amazon and you're looking at the actual products, you can see a little video section. And if you go to pretty much any PC part on Amazon, my videos are flooded across the website. And the reason that I was able to flood the Amazon carousels is because I leveraged YouTube and the amount of eyeballs that I was getting. It was much easier for me to sell computers. You may think that 10 views isn't much, but can you imagine just walking to 10 different houses trying to sell people something? Now imagine you've been doing it a little while and you get a couple hundred views. Imagine walking to a couple hundred houses. And then when you get to a point where you're getting a few thousand views each video, again, you literally cannot do this in one day alone unless you start some sort of like a real estate company, as an example. Like you need multiple employees, which for me, I've attempted the employee game. It's very stressful. So I stopped doing that. And I've just run this all on my own for the past 3 years. The only employee that I've ever had was a contractor to help me edit videos, but it wasn't working out. So I moved away from that. So that is how you use this influencer program. You take the products that you are using for your business, and then you review these products that are already on Amazon. And because Amazon has so much traffic going to the website, you're going to be constantly earning income. And Amazon shows you, they even show you on their website, 200 bought in the past month, 1,000 plus bought in the past month, 4,000 bought in the past month. And if you can get into the high ticket scene, like I did with the more premium computers, I do want to make it clear that I started out with the low ticket stuff as well. This isn't a 0 to 100 game. This is a 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 until you get to 1 million. Okay. This is a step-by-step journey. There are no shortcuts. If there's a shortcut, that is going to be a shortcut to your downward spiral because no shortcut is going to last. Okay. So that is how you use this. And literally all these journals, please keep in mind, journals I reviewed, microphone I reviewed, monitors I reviewed, keyboard, mouse, literally everything that I buy from Amazon. Not only do I review it so that I can make money from Amazon, this is not financial advice. You need to hire a CPA for this because the tax laws are always changing. Okay. But it's also a tax write-off. So anything that you buy, anything that you create content on, anything that you use in order to make money from, that is you making money for your business and you profiting off of the content that you're making on Amazon. That means that you made money from it. That is a part of your business. Okay. So I mean it. Everything that you buy from Amazon, minus food, I don't get into that territory because I don't feel like getting audited. And you're probably, if you're reviewing food on Amazon and you're writing off your groceries, you're definitely going to get audited for that. Okay. So I'm being realistic here. Again, not financial advice. Hire a CPA. I'm just sharing what I do. I have a CPA. Okay. So just make sure that you check on that for the future stuff. So you just really need to make sure that you're documenting your journey, make sure that you have products, and make sure that you're able to document all of the proof so that when you get to the point that I am right now, going from a 6-figure business and trying to scale a digital business to get into 7 figures, that is where all this proof is really going to come into play, man. Okay. And this is something that I literally unintentionally did because I loved building computers. For me, it's like grown up Legos. That is what building computers is like. And I'm still going to build computers for people that support me on YouTube because I genuinely enjoy doing it. However, it was me trading a lot of time. And when you get into the personal branding scene and you're able to start creating digital products which last forever and you can sell, this is what happens, and it brings so much peace of mind. Not only does it bring peace of mind, it makes you feel incredible knowing that you're helping people. Okay? And your whole day, your whole day is just you brainstorming ideas on how you can help people more. Once you create the course or blueprint or whatever it is that you're going to be educating people with, maybe a school community or something like that, or a Discord community or a Facebook group, or you need some sort of platform in order to get a following so that you can sell products to that following. And I'm not talking about using social media to market your business. I'm talking about using social media to grow your business. There's a huge difference between growing an organic audience and running advertisements that are just going to get you a bunch of people that will never buy anything from you, or they're just following you for the entertainment side of stuff, or they just, I don't think I really need to go down that. There is a big difference. There's a big difference, like with the business stuff. There's a big difference between owning a business and being the business. So my PC stuff, where I was building the computers all the time, reaching out to customers all the time, responding to emails with companies that are sending me all the time, breaking down the PC builds from YouTube into like 10, 11 different videos to flood Amazon. And then the next day, because I would run out of time, going down another like 10 or 15 videos from that exact same video, because you have to remember, when you're building a computer and you're doing a full computer build, you have the section of going over the parts, you have the section of installing all of the parts, and then you have the section of reviewing all of the parts, like the benchmarks, the performance, the gaming performance, video editing performance, and all of that stuff. So one single PC build gets you 30 different videos. Again, I'm not saying that you have to build computers. I'm just breaking down my process and why I did this. Now, TikTok shop. Why did I not cover this? Okay. This is really important, man. And this is going to be something that you're going to run into a problem with. And I really hope that you guys are journaling, because this is going to be something that you would probably, that's true. Okay. So these are those aha moments. You've probably already realized why I've told you to do this. So TikTok shop is a casino of income. Okay. You absolutely can make a ton of money with TikTok shop, but please understand this. Okay. You're probably going to don't write it down if it doesn't make sense to you. But if this makes sense to you and it gives you one of those aha moments, write it down. When you're creating content on TikTok, you're chasing money. You're chasing views. You're chasing a following. You're not building an income. You're not building an asset. You're not building an audience. What TikTok influencer do you know and actually remember? I'm guessing none. And that is my point. You're always chasing. You're not building something so that in 4 or 5 years you can get where I am right now, and you can live such an enjoyable life helping people. I mean this when I say all day long, every single day, all I do is think about ways that I can educate people, help people, and get them from where I used to be to where I am now. Okay. So just please remember this. If you're going to take this path, you do need, as of right now, May 13th, 2025, you do need 5,000 followers on TikTok in order to even get partnered with them to start promoting products in TikTok shop. However, it's pretty easy to grow a following on TikTok. Instagram Reels is pretty easy to grow a following. And then, YouTube Shorts is also very easy to grow a following. But I really want you to keep this in mind. Short form content does not build you something. You're always going to be chasing something. Money is there. So if you need money in order to, if you need quick money in order to invest into your business that you're going to be building, absolutely worth it. Okay. Just a really quick example. And you can probably just go search this now. If you searched top 5 Fortnite skins and there's like a 6-second short on YouTube, that is guaranteed to go viral. Like literally guaranteed to go viral. But it's, what are you going to sell from that? That's what I'm talking about. It's very hard to go viral with short form content unless it's brain rot. And there's no, or it's just a young audience playing Fortnite. But a young audience playing Fortnite does not have money to buy anything from you. The people that are watching the short form content on YouTube, obviously nothing is ever going to apply to everybody, but let's be realistic here. Most people that are scrolling endlessly, they're doing that for a reason. And they're doing that for a reason because they're numbing themselves because they don't have other things to do. I used to do this, man. I'm not perfect. When I say things, I want people to understand that I'm always talking to my older self. Okay. So, and I still, don't even get me wrong, dude. I still get trapped into it. It's very hard. It's very hard to not get trapped into those short form content. So I'm not saying that I don't fall into that trap either, but I'm just saying that for the most part, dude, the majority of people that are watching short form content, they're just watching that to be entertained. And they're probably, they're using other stuff as well as they do that. And they just don't have money to buy anything from you. Okay. So just please keep this in mind. If you do take the path of TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, you need to use the money that you make from that to invest into the thing that you're going to build, your personal brand, your computer building business, your audience on YouTube that's going to actually know who you are and support you and understand what you are doing. Okay. So the marketplace listings as liquid backup. This is really important for cash flow because this is how I found this like flywheel, the cycle, and the system. Okay. So you could imagine me buying all of the parts from Amazon with my own money. The reason I did this, again, goes back to the 5% cashback credit card. You can imagine how quickly this would stack up if I'm buying $4,000 to $5,000 worth of parts every single day in order to build the computers for the customers from YouTube. This may not sound like a lot when I say it. $250 per day cashback. That's minus the affiliate income that I'm going to get from the videos. That's minus the income that I'm going to get from the sale because brands always reach out to me in order to send me free products for these PC builds, which I have connections saved in my email because these connections and these people that reach out to you on Amazon, that's what they do. They reach out to influencers from Amazon and they send products to you. So you save these contacts in your email. You just let them know, hey, I have a customer that ordered this. For me, it was computers. Can you send me this part and that part in order for me to build it? And they absolutely will because those people make money from you creating videos from them. And I don't charge them anything. When I say you need to make an offer so good, it's impossible to say no to, this goes across the board. This isn't just for your customer. This goes for the brands that are reaching out to you. This goes down to the brands that want to sponsor content from you. You need to have an offer for them that allows them to want to continue to work for you so that they don't pay you $4 or $5 grand for a one-off video. And then 2 weeks from now, they realized your video didn't make their money back, so they will never work with you again. That is why I did stuff the way that I did. Was it harder? Absolutely. Did I take a loss in income up front? Absolutely. But now I'm making 100-fold what I could have from those one-time payments. So the flywheel, the cycle, the system, with me buying those parts from Amazon with my own money in order to get this cash back for the customers from YouTube, there was a lot of people that flaked on me. And I get that comment all the time on YouTube. But here's what you can do. So first of all, you list the product on Marketplace. And then the customers, wherever your business is, for me, it was just Facebook, whatever, a business page. And then I would also list the computers on my own private Facebook account for Marketplace. And you have contacts. After you get the momentum going, you have contacts of people that have already bought things from you. And if you have an offer that is so good, it is impossible to say no to, like me, charging absolutely nothing other than the cost of parts for these computers, and like charging no labor fees or anything, these customers that you have already worked with, you can reach out to them. Again, you don't have to have the same offer. I'm just giving you what I did so that you can get an idea. Again, going back to the brainstorming journal, I really hope that you're doing this. You can now reconnect with those people that you worked with who already know what you're doing. And because I don't charge any labor fees, because I buy all of the parts with my own money, and because I am doing nothing but giving back and helping the community, allowing me to make money, those people will now work with you and they will help you flip the unsold product so that you can continue to reinvest and reinvest and recycle and just constantly be pushing inventory so that you can flood Amazon's carousels as well, because that is where the income is. Amazon has so many people going to that website. So if you can flood your content across that website with a product after product after product after product after product after product, you can imagine why. I guarantee you, anybody on Amazon that's also in the tech space, they hate me. I can guarantee you they all hate me. And Reddit knows this. And I know this because of Reddit, I mean. So yeah, dude. So the way that I got so far ahead of everybody else with that Amazon influencer program is because I connected a business to it. I didn't do what typical influencers do, just having companies send me stuff in order to review, which are most of the time junk. Okay. Like, I didn't want to waste my time getting in contact with creator connections. That's part of the Amazon influence. You can go to creator connections where you basically get access to all of the brands and companies on Amazon, and they'll send you products. You still have to pay for them, but there's more analytics and stuff that you can like analyze and whatever. That's not for me. I literally built a brand on YouTube, connected the business to YouTube, then connected that business over to Amazon and reviewed the parts that I needed for my business, which I bought all my parts from Amazon to earn that 5% cash. Can you see this like crazy flywheel system of never ending cycles and never ending, like, it was just always moving cash. It was always moving money. It was always me bringing money back. And it really does come down to this offer. The offer is so good, it is impossible to say no to. If you were building a computer right now and you knew me and I charged nothing other than the cost of parts for that computer and charged you absolutely nothing other than that, why would you build the computer? And then when you have those contacts, the customers that flake on you and make you stock with $15,000 or $20,000 worth of product in your house or apartment, those people that you've already worked with will then flip that computer. Again, you don't have to have a computer. I know I'm using PC, but it's what I did. So it's just naturally coming out of me, which is why I said to journal so you can take notes and insights. I genuinely hope that you're doing this, dude. So yeah, all those contacts from Marketplace, those are part of your flywheel. Those are part of your system. Because if you bought a computer from me, knowing exactly what I've done, okay, most companies on Amazon mark that exact same computer that I built 25%. And this is why they mark that computer up 25%, and why this has worked out so well for me, and why so many people bought computers from me, and why people were willing to work with me in order to flip the computers that were unsold so that I can continue to have that momentum and cycle all of the content for products on Amazon, because Amazon does rotate the carousels for new influencers. But when you're pumping out hundreds of videos each week to flood those carousels, not only are you going to be recycled into it, but you're also, like, right now in this very moment, you're going to be in that carousel. So as soon as another influencer gets put in that carousel and replaces you, either your new video is going to be popping up in there pretty soon, or one of your older videos is going to be popping up in there very soon. This is not something that you do one time and then it just suddenly stops. This is something that once you create your content on Amazon for that product, unless that product becomes irrelevant, your content is always going to be there. So it's very, very, very passive. However, there are more and more people finding out about this program. So you really need to be focusing on saturating it and finding the system like I did in order to constantly be pushing momentum. So these people, and you have the PDF and the blueprint that goes along with this video course. So you can zoom in on the photos. If I do this, it's gonna mess up the actual course part. So I'm trying to, that's why I haven't done this. But the messages with people, like if I had an unsold computer, this is pretty much what I would say to them. Hey, I had somebody flake from YouTube. Would you like this computer? You can sell it for a profit and keep all of the profit yourself, because I wasn't charging labor. And they knew that. They knew what I was doing because I literally built them a computer. So they were in my contacts already and they already knew what I was doing. And then I would just pay for the shipping for them. Because again, going back to the brands and the companies that were working with me, like I'm already profiting like $700, $800, $900 just off of like the case, the power supply, the cooler, and that kind of stuff, man. Like I'm already profiting of like 5 times what it would cost to ship the actual computer that was unsold to the person that I already built the computer for. And they know what I'm doing. And with Amazon's sellers marking those computers up 25%, of course they're going to work with me because they know that they can sell it for a profit, because they don't even need to sell it for 25%. And the reason companies do this with Amazon is because I'm pretty sure Amazon takes, it's about a 13% fee. eBay is the same way. They take like a 11 or 12% fee. Then you got your warehouse, or if you're using FBA, you got your fees with FBA, you got your fees for the warehouse, you got employees that you need to pay, and all this kind of stuff. That is why I don't use Amazon to sell computers. That is why I don't use eBay to sell computers, is because they just, you have no choice but to mark these computers up. So when people see a computer on Amazon that's being sold for $6,000 that I could build for $4,000, like, why would somebody not buy that computer from me? I have the proof from YouTube because I've been leveraging YouTube for that proof, which again, I didn't even intentionally do. I just was doing it because I was having fun building computers. So you can see where I'm going with this. So next up, I do apologize for all the traffic outside. They're doing work. So build the offer, make it undeniable. I've kind of repeated this quite a bit here. This, for me, it was just making an offer so good it was impossible to say no to. And I know I've already repeated this a million times, so I'm only going to do it one more time. I built the computers free of charge for people. No labor fees. I sent them proof of what the actual cost was with that list on Amazon. I ordered it all with my own money. They didn't pay me anything until the actual computer was built. And the reason that I did this is because I didn't want my customer to feel uncomfortable buying a computer from me before it was even built. Okay. That would have reduced my conversion rate. And that is why I did it the way that I did. I bought all the parts with my own money. They didn't pay me anything until they actually saw the computer functioning, working, and the video was already up on YouTube. And then I would ship it out to them. If they flaked on me because for some reason, then I would reach out to one of the customers from Facebook, my business page on Facebook, or maybe somebody that I sold a computer to on Marketplace. And I would just say, hey, somebody flaked on me, was unsold. Would you like this computer? You can go ahead and keep the profits. I'll ship it to you for free and everything. Why would they say no to that? Okay. So I've really went down that path. This is literally what I'm talking about right now. So you leverage other people for a flipping army. You create something people that can resell for a profit. You bake cookies, you wholesale them to somebody that's doing baking sales. You make printables, you license them to Etsy stores. You build systems, you package the training and offer affiliate payouts. You win because you create a flywheel, cycle, or a system, and they win because you gave them momentum and you also gave them free money for not having to do anything other than message you. So part 3, you build the leverage, you outwork, outsmart, and outlast. See, this right here is the actual list. This is an affiliate link that when I build the computer on YouTube, I put that affiliate link on my YouTube video and I send traffic over to Amazon, which now there's a cookie. It's called a cookie. Amazon has a cookie. There's a 24-hour period that anything that these people buy within the next 24 hours, you're going to earn money from. And if you can find a system like me building computers, what else do people need when they're buying a new computer? They need a monitor. I'm still going to earn money from that. They need a keyboard. I'm still going to earn money from that. They maybe need a desk. I'm still going to earn money from that. They need HDMI, DisplayPort cables. Still going to earn money from that. Microphone, still going to earn money from that. Headset, still going to earn money from that. So can you see how powerful this is? And then so all of these parts in the computer, you review each of these parts through the build process. Again, I know that I keep using computers, and I do apologize that I'm using computers and I'm not, but hopefully you guys can actually respect that I'm sharing what I do, like what I have done. But this applies to anything, which is why I gave a few examples here, and why the actual blueprints always do this. Because when I talk, I want it to come across naturally, and I want it to be free flow so that people can know I'm actually doing what I'm talking about. So I don't want to give examples of people that are baking. I don't want to give examples of people that might be printing out signs and running a sign company. I don't want to be giving examples of a mechanic that has a ton of tools in their shop that they could be reviewing. I don't want to give an example of stuff that I'm not doing because I'm not able to speak about it the way that I'm speaking about it. And those insights, those ideas, those aha moments that you better be writing down, like those wouldn't be popping up because I wouldn't be speaking in a way where you're getting those insights that apply to your business. I would just be reading notes, So so the volume, this seriously matters. Again, going back to that system, the flywheel, the cycle, and me being able to work with flippers that already knew what I was doing because I had the proof documented from YouTube. I had the proof, like they bought the computer from me already. So it was just like, it was me taking the weight on for everything. And this is hard, man. If you're starting out, this may sound scary and this may sound difficult. And here's the thing, it is hard. It's very hard, but nothing easy is going to be worth doing, because if it's easy, everybody else is going to do it. And this also applies to money as well. If you can take a lump sum of money up front, really think about this before you take that lump sum of money. Think about some other way that you could leverage whoever's going to give you this lump sum of money to make money in the long term, like I did with keeping those contacts in my emails so that I could constantly be getting sent free parts because I documented everything. All my videos were on Amazon, all my videos on YouTube, all my customers I built computers for, like all of this, and the value that I was providing to those companies that were sending me these things. Most influencers just show the product. Most influencers just do a small unboxing. But that's really what this comes down to. Really comes down to volume, man. Because if you're not pushing volume, then yeah, you're going to be replaced. So when you actually find this offer, you get the momentum, and everything that we've covered so far, I really need you to remember your audience is going to be your sales force. How I used Marketplace and the people that I built computers for with my business and people from YouTube and all of this stuff, like your audience is your sales force. And this is why I'm saying I don't want people to chase something like TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or running advertisements on social media, because those people that buy, unless you can find a way to over deliver with your product and have them find some sort of connection with you, which I don't do that. And I don't know how somebody could run advertisements and market their products with ads where it would actually create a connection with people, unless it's like a really, really funny advertisement. And it's one of those like 80/80 does this. There's a few like companies on Facebook Marketplace where basically their whole business model is gambling. It's literally what it is. So pretty much what these companies do, I'm going to use 80/80 as an example so that I don't go down this rabbit hole. 80/80, they pretty much, they have a company where they give away supercars. They literally do this. They actually do this. They give away supercars, and how people enter these supercar giveaways is they're sent, they go over to the company's product page and purchase a shirt, obscenely inflated shirt Keychain, again, insanely inflated. So like a t-shirt would be like $80. It's crazy how, but I mean, obviously they're giving away supercars, understandable, but you know, like that's really the only way that I could think somebody could actually run ads and have some sort of connection. But at the same time, I just, because it's even happened to me. I've literally bought a shirt from them. You buy a shirt one time, you don't win the giveaway, they repeat the giveaway, and it's like, oh well, I didn't win that time. I spent $80 on a shirt. I'm definitely not going to do that again. So yeah, dude, I really want people to remember that your audience really is going to be your sales force. And if they trust you, they know you, and they understand what you're doing, they are going to work with you, which is leverage. So part 4, you stack the flows, multiple income without burnout. You get the platform right here, you got the role right here, and then you got the monetization over here. So YouTube is authority plus trust. You get the ads, you get the affiliate marketing, you get the brand deals. Amazon influencer, you get the embedded products across the website on all of the products that you literally need for your business to operate. You get on-site commissions, which is passive. TikTok shop, fast action, visibility, and then sales commissions. Again, I really want it to stick in your mind. You're chasing something with TikTok, okay? Unless you can link apart, or unless you can like actually use TikTok shop to sell your product, which I've never done. So I don't know how to do that. And I'm not going to give advice on that. But for TikTok shop affiliate, you're always going to be chasing something. So marketplaces, this is inventory movement and direct sales. Brand deals, this is amplifying leverage for them constantly working with you. And then paid partnerships. Personal branding, which is what I'm doing right now. This is long-term equity, courses, coaching, community. And the reason that I'm doing this is because the service-based business, building computers, got me to 6 figures. This digital, like courses, coaching, mentoring, and all this is what is going to get me to 7 figures because of how scalable it is. I wouldn't be putting the 6-figure business on side and just pausing that if I did not think that this would work out. But you need the experience, you need the proof, and you need to have knowledge in an area where you can do what I'm doing right now, have a blueprint right in front of you, have a written out course right in front of you, and not even need to look at the course, so that people can do what I told them to do and have those aha moments, those insights. I genuinely hope that you understand why I told you to do this at the beginning of this. Okay, I really hope that those firing moments are coming to you with how I'm speaking. So you need that. You need that experience. You need that knowledge, but you also need the proof so that people know what you're saying is actually legit. You know what I mean? So the YouTube strategy, you dominate with overthinking. You forget perfection, you just show the proof. Mom, you show your planner in action. Barbers, you show your fades. Mechanics, you show the processes. Fitness, you show the results. You stop trying to impress and you start trying to lead. This right here is my PC build playlist. And while these are not viral videos, going back to what I said about sales, how hard would it be for you to go to 1,700 houses in one day, 1,600 houses in a day, 1,900 houses in a day, 1,400 houses in a day, 755 houses in a day, 2.7 thousand houses in a day? Those are all sales videos. How long would that take you to go to all those houses? I created each of these videos. So minus the actual ordering the parts and building so if I actually took the build process, so it takes me about 2 hours per computer. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Then it takes me about an hour to edit the YouTube videos. Then clipping down the already edited YouTube video to upload to Amazon, going over all those parts probably takes another hour because I got to tag the products on Amazon. I got to make a different thumbnail for Amazon so that people that are seeing the video actually know it's the product I'm talking about. So in total, it took me, I want to say like maybe 30 or 40 hours to do all 6 of those videos. I mean, so do you think that you could walk to like 20,000 houses in 30 hours? I don't think so. And actually make a sales pitch? So volume over vibes, 1 video per month equals invisible. 3 to 4 videos per week equals momentum. I don't think that uploading every single day is going to be for like a way for people to even grow, because you have to let content sit for a little bit. This is something, unless you focus on nothing but, like, if you become a news anchor, you have to let content sit, because you're not creating viral content. You're creating content that makes you money, so 3 to 4 videos a week is a good spot. But if you can only do 2, that's great. But 1 video a week isn't going to get you anywhere. And this is like something that I'm doing with my older gaming channel that I converted into the Blueprint channel. I'm really spamming this channel right now because I want to remove the subscribers now that aren't ever going to watch the content that I make. Whereas if I just make 1 or 2 videos a day, what's going to happen is they're just slowly going to dwindle over the next year. Whereas right now I'm pumping like 10, 15, 20 videos every single day, because it's more likely for those people that aren't going to watch the educational stuff to just leave now. It's an ego hit. So it's pretty depressing seeing the numbers just absolutely tank, income wise and subscriber wise. But it's intentional for me to do this so that I can scale what I'm doing right now and actually get people that want to learn, that want to grow, and that want to improve in life. So you search first, viral later. You focus on your first 100 uploads and then you just question the people. You focus your first 100 uploads on questions people type into search. So for me, how to build a computer, Z890 review, how to install a processor, how to install a graphics cards, best computer to play Fortnite, trend hopping, best computer for this new video game that just barely released, best computer for this, best computer for that, best CPU for this. So like these are things that people actually search. And these are terms that you want to use if you're just starting out on YouTube, because the viral trend hopping, first of all, isn't going to generate sales for you. And second, it's very hard to get traction with that when you're first starting out. So this is what people call evergreen content on YouTube. You make a video, people are going to be searching that for years and years and years down the road. You make less upfront because you're not creating a viral clickbait type video. So again, going back to what I said, when people offer you tons of money, think about it before you just take it, okay? So titles and thumbnails run the game. If they don't click, they're not going to care. Titles is curiosity plus clarity. Thumbnails equals contrast plus emotion. This right here is a vidIQ extension. It says 80 times outlier, 670 views per hour. So what this means is that this video right here is overperforming 87 times better. So I don't even watch this video. I look at the title. It says, nobody cares, work harder. So that means that title is going to work. But also you need to keep in mind how long this video is, because, and this is why I have free updates for lifetime with these courses that will automatically send you an email with my Shopify store, is because YouTube is always changing. One of the reasons this video is doing so well is because of TVs. A lot of people are watching YouTube on TVs now, and this is a very long video. So not only is the title going to matter, the length of the video is also going to matter. Nobody cares, work harder. This is kind of like a motivational style video, plus a good title. It is a good title. I would click that. So you can kind of see why this would do so well. You steal like an artist. That is what this is. This is what this extension allows you to do. It is 100% free. The free version of vidIQ is superior to TubeBuddy, but TubeBuddy does have a better paid version of their application. However, I don't think people need a paid version of either of those applications. It's just going to cause you to overthink. However, if you are like brand new to YouTube, I do think that you could find value specifically in vidIQ's extension in their dashboard, because it's not just an extension that you can use on YouTube. Like they actually have a full-blown website that will give you video ideas, that will analyze your content for you for free. There are premium options that you can pay for, but the free version will give you an idea of how of whether or not that's going to be worth it for you. So I really highly recommend this. This is going to allow you to find really good titles that will get you leads, that will get you eyeballs, but you need to start out with the educational stuff, the how-tos, the things that people will search for. Because if you have 0 subscribers and you make this video right here, nobody is going to care. Whereas if you have, let's say you get to a point where you get 100 subscribers, those 100 people that are following you will see that and they will click, which then YouTube will take that and they will promote it to new audience because you already have the audience in order to let an algorithm know this is a good video people are going to click. But if you don't have a following already, then YouTube has no idea whether or not your trend hopping title is worth promoting to new people. So you see where I'm going with that? So every video must sell without selling. And again, this is probably why everything has worked out so well for me. The computer builds, I literally just built the computer. I just built the computer and then I had the affiliate link and then there was like a little 30-second section of an advertisement, which if you're watching this, you've probably seen it, where it was just like, hey, you know, like if you want to go over to my Facebook business page, the link is below. I build parts for nothing, all with visuals showing the people seeing this ad that I literally build computers and charge absolutely nothing. So even if they don't want to build a computer from me or buy a computer from me, it's still going to drive that curiosity in their mind. Like, there's no way this guy's building computers free of charge. Like, there's no way this guy just built $1,000 computer for $1,000 and everybody else on Amazon is selling the exact same computer for $1,500. There's no way. So they're going to click my business page. They're going to go over and they're going to see that I'm literally doing this. So this right here, this is my Amazon affiliate link. This right here is just my multiple YouTube channels, my business page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my everything. This link tree, that's what I use. And if you're using affiliate links, you need to give this FTC disclosure. Any Amazon links provided are linked to my Amazon affiliate account, and I earn commission at no extra cost to you. Not only does that build trust with your audience, but Amazon will terminate your account if you do not put that. They are notorious for terminating accounts that break the rules. So don't try to game the system, dude. Like, follow the rules, read the rules, because they do terminate accounts very quickly, which is like Amazon's they're sharing the income that you make from the affiliate program and sharing the influencer earnings. They ban people all of the time for doing that. And the reason that they ban people for doing that is because it hurts their company. They see how much you're making. And if you're making, you know, a lot of money, I can't say it, off of Amazon with a piddly 2 or 3% commission, you could imagine how much profit Amazon is making, and you could imagine how that would hurt their company. So personal branding is the multiplier. This is everything that I have done. I've documented it all. I've shared it all. I have proof of absolutely everything. And this is the leverage that you have in order to be able to educate people, which is the scalable side of everything. This is the end game. This is all of it. You documented your whole journey. You have it all there, laid out in front of everybody in the public. You have worked with thousands or hundreds, you've worked with hundreds of people, again, depending on where you're at in your journey. You've built a personal brand. This is where 7 figures starts coming into play. And this is really hard for me to free flow talk with this because this is stuff that I just barely learned. So yeah, I'm still kind of learning how to speak and still learning how to talk to people, not at people, because what I noticed when I first started doing these educational videos is that I was starting to, it almost was like my ego was getting in my way. Like I was talking about like why people should listening to me and I wasn't helping them. I wasn't explaining what I had done to get where I got. I was pretty much I was basically telling them what I have done rather than helping them, if that makes sense. So it's like, although like all of it was there and it was intended for me to be helpful, it wasn't coming across that way. And it was even when I would like rewatch it, I had to edit down a lot of stuff. But speaking, there is there is a way to speak with people and not at people, but still throw that tough love, big brother energy at them, because I'm not going to be that person that takes something I could say in one sentence, but maybe pretty blunt and sound a little bit arrogant. And I'm not going to fluff it up into an entire encyclopedia. I'm just going to say what it is, the way it is. And yeah, so there are ways that you should speak, and it's still something that I'm learning. But so the personal branding, it really comes down to you just documenting your journey and having proof and knowing how to speak with people and the knowledge you have, so that they can know you actually know what you're talking about, which I literally if I unintentionally did this on accident, that means you can do this. Okay. The only reason that I've realized this is because of Alex Hermosi. He's also the one that I figured out how to make an offer so good it was impossible to say no to. He's also the one that helped me with that. Okay. So I don't, if you're already paying for my course, and this is not a one-time thing that you just learn everything now and never have to educate yourself ever again. All I do is learn. That is why I have these journals. When I listen to a podcast, this is sitting right on my lap. When I listen to a podcast, this is sitting on my lap. When I listen to a podcast, this is sitting on my lap. When I listen, hopefully this is sinking into your head with me repeating the exact same thing. Anytime I'm watching something, anytime I'm listening to something, these are sitting on my lap, because those aha moments, those insights, I could do that. And it doesn't just have to be business related. There can be personal things, because self-improvement and personal growth go along with business. Self-improvement, personal growth go alongside entrepreneurship. I don't blame you for not trusting the $5,000 online guru nonsense. That is why I price these blueprints low enough to help you, but not so cheap that you just simply ignore them. I'm doing the exact same thing that I did with the PC business. Real value with an offer so good it's impossible to say no to. If you're ready to build real freedom and sick of being poor, these are where you start. No fluff, no excuses, just actual systems that work, and will make your money back in a matter of a few hours. So if you like the format and how I go about explaining things and want to do this, the link to the Creator Blueprints website will be down in the description below.